Goku, are you finished?
Yo, what's good with y'all? Look, I need y'all to tap in with this video, seriously, because I'm going to be going through a lot of shit in this video, man, about the key bias reset nerf. So pretty much this video is going to be about why I don't think it should have got nerfed, and I'm going to explain why it did get nerfed. So we're definitely going to go a lot in depth into this video. And this is probably going to be the last time you see my face, obviously, on this fucking screen. So yeah, let's get started. Look, shout out to my nigga Holyfield. I had to search the deepest room of my folder, which I'm not going to do, so I had to go to his TikTok. So pretty much what I'm going to be explaining is that this was either pre-patch when the game first came out, or it might have been the second patch. But it took us a while to get a deeper understanding of the game, and knowing it's a Tenkaichi game. During most of the time, characters usually play different, which were sword characters in general. Most of these characters, or I would say sword characters, had a technique which was called Sword Slash, which was, I think, Janempa, Sword Trunks, Tapion, Rose Goku Black, and Zamatsu. And what we're going to be seeing was a very first combo reset that showed there's character expression, meaning that it pretty much shows that players weren't playing the same as others. And like I said, this was probably one of the most unique techs in this game for these characters. And I think it was actually a good sign that this game had a very good combo potential with a lot of variety, at least in that space. So now I'm pretty much going to show you why this tech got taken out of the game. And one of the main reasons why a lot of people why the tech got taken out of the game was because a lot of people were complaining about how you can't really escape out of the combo. And which I'm going to show you here when, at least when this was happening. I obviously ran into some people that play like this, but I'm going to show you its flaws on that. It is very counterable to dodge this tech. And so which I'm going to show you here. I'm not going to put it in slow motion. I can just pause it. So right here, he went for a leg sweep. Obviously, you can dodge a leg sweep. There are certain patterns with this that a lot of people don't really recognize. So watch. All right, have you finished? Now watch this. Right here, he's doing a vortex dash. This Janempa player, which obviously I don't even think he was even thinking or processing that he can even dodge this tech. That right here, Holyfield is doing a vortex dash to the opponent, which all you have to do is, there's three things to this, right? Three things. So from this distance, Janempa is actually able to sidestep out of the vortex dash. Or what you could do is number two, super counter, which obviously you would have to time that, but a lot of people don't want to go out that way. Number three is to either dodge it, which obviously the dodging in this game is a lot easier than Tenkaichi 3. I definitely want to say the vanishing window in this game is definitely a lot bigger than the previous game. So what's right here, that Janempa could have dodged it right here, but he chose not to. And then he's going to do it again, right? Sword slash, he does it again. Janempa is not processing that he can dodge this or sidestep it. He doesn't do any of that. And this what I definitely will say, this is the biggest issue I definitely will say with the casual players, is that they don't go out their way to actually have a bigger understanding of the game. So when you go against people like this that have a bigger understanding than you can have, or you can just potentially lose, because a lot of people in fighting games don't, especially in arena fighters like Dragon Ball games, they don't practice defense. And so that's the biggest thing with Sparking Zero, is that a lot of casual players are kind of lazy in wanting to learn the game, and they kind of have to complain about shit like this when it's counterable. And it's almost like I said, majority of these people don't like to practice their defense, and I understand that the defense in this game, like neutral, is terrible because it's mostly just 50-50 because you're mostly just getting to vanishing battles. But with shit like this for casual players, that it's easy to dodge, it's easy to look at, and it's like these people choose not to do it because I don't know. I guess casual players have some type of expectation on how people play, and when people play like this, obviously they get pissed off because these people pretty much know the game better than them, and they've been playing the game far longer than them. And another thing that I kind of want to point out is that obviously they came out with a recent patch with Shallot that you're able to dodge the sword slash now, which doesn't make any sense because look, you can't even do this combo anymore, right? And if you're in a match and you're using a sword character and you want to throw a sword slash, 90% of the time the character that you're fighting is probably going to be far distant. And I want to say the third patch they nerfed the sword slash again to where the accuracy is not as accurate hitting the opponent. And if the opponent is far away and you want to throw a sword slash at them, and they also nerfed the I want to say the animation, so it takes a lot longer to even throw one out. All it takes is just one sidestep, one sidestep dash, and it's just not going to hit you. I don't understand what was the point of nerfing that, which you will see right here. Watch, he's going to throw him in the air, and he's going to throw it. Now, if this combo was still in this game, and they added this this patch to the sword slash right here, it would make a lot more sense. But nerfing sword slash just doesn't make any sense because not a lot of people play Tapion, not a lot of people use Janempa, not a lot of people use Trunks, not a lot of people use Zamasu or Goku Black. So it doesn't make any sense why nerf them down to the core to the point where we're not even going to be able to use it. It just doesn't. I just started so fucking hard. It doesn't make any sense at all, man. And also, this can also go into learning your character. And trust me, there's a lot of people in rank that don't know their characters. That majority of the characters that they have explosive wave, and they don't use it either because they don't know that character has it, or is just scared that he or I might just revenge counter him. And the thing is that a lot of people don't know that you can dodge it or super counter the revenge counter if you use an explosive wave, and if that opponent try to use a revenge counter on you. I mean, it's almost like I said, it's a terrible mindset because there was definitely a time that people were crying over Twitter about how broken explosive wave was, and they wanted to nerf it. And I mean, look, at this point, I'm just gonna call it a pussy mindset because, bro, these people would rather complain than actually lab the counters that they need to practice. Especially if you're gonna be playing ranked. Now, the Ki Blast fadeaway reset is probably one of my favorite techs in this game besides the Z-Dash cancel flank. This really goes to show the mastery of pretty much learning the combos in the game for certain characters. Like I always said, BT3 is all about movement. And Raging Blast 2 is all about cancels. And finally, we have Sparking Zero, the combo resets. And honestly, this combo reset is definitely one of the best things I think that ever came into this game, because at least it gives you more creative ideas to style low DP characters a chance to be in the high ranks and truly showed you how skillful you can be with these characters. I still say to the day that at least Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is probably one of the most stylish characters besides Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Janempa. Yeah, finally, Android 17. With this tech, it made the game fun and interesting to watch, and now with this new update, it kind of makes the game enjoyable to watch because now everybody is doing the same damn thing. For instance, from the clips I showed you, nobody has done the combo that I've done, and it's one of the best techs to set up, from fighting Android characters or just a busted up character with pretty much that's gone from the game, so it's really not the same anymore. Getting rid of a tech that's part of the game's mechanics that's been there since day one doesn't make any sense, meaning that we have to adapt to the casual playstyle for the 5th or 6th time. Nerfing players for whenever a new DLC drops, because let's be honest, every DLC that has come out, pretty much they only been nerfing good players just for casuals to really enjoy the game, which it is a bad idea, but I also don't blame them because Bandai knows that these people really don't even play the game, like the casual fan base really don't play the game, which is why I kind of say that there's more of a big competitive fan base, more than an actual casual fan base, which honestly this can really give a really bad mindset because majority of the casual players don't know what they want, and you know, and from what I've been seeing, they really kind of cry about getting comboed, even though there's a lot of ways to counter resets. So the best option was really to nerf something that separates people to play the game and the ones that do not, which is terrible. Like, it's just a terrible mindset, terrible idea. I don't know. It's mostly all because these people don't want to learn the game. I'm telling you right now, when the new Diamond DLC comes out, whatever meta that we find in this season, or not even just like this season, but like whatever tech that we find, when the Diamond DLC comes out, it's just going to be like pretty much a whole nother nerf. That's pretty much what it's going to be. It's just another nerf to us that we just have to adapt to just a casual playstyle. And I don't know, now it's kind of getting to a point where there's really no combo options in this game, or that's what it's going to look like for the future of Sparking Zero. That whatever tech that comes out, they're just going to get pretty much just get rid of it. I don't know, but right now we are pretty much on an even playing field, which it's obvious, mostly because of horrible mentality of players, and this also obviously shows on how unfinished this game is. I really think it's about to be his 1-year anniversary, and they had taken out so much shit, honestly, that doesn't really need to be touched. So, I mean, it's almost like I said. If you go on TikTok and Twitter, there's people talking about it. They're quitting the game because we have to adapt to a casual playstyle for the fucking 6th time, which it doesn't make any sense. Like, at this point, Bandai, please, I get that you're not trying to appeal to competitive players because obviously this game is not competitive wise, but these people, we are showing that this game can potentially be competitive if you can fix these mechanics in the game instead of getting rid of them, because every time a DLC drops, that they know that casual players aren't playing the game, and obviously they're trying to appeal to the casual fan base. For when they first get the DLC, they want people to be on the same playing field, for they don't have to cry about getting fucking destroyed or getting comboed or whatever. And like I said, it's probably one of the worst dog shit things that you can ever do to especially a fighting video game. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be like the last thing I'll say. But yeah, like, this game really does too much hand-holding. Like, for instance, they have an auto-block feature in the settings that they still have not got rid of, which in my opinion, that like, if you want to make people learn the game, you have to get rid of shit like that, where there's an auto-block feature in the settings, basically to help you counter people who don't have it on. Like, for me, I don't like to have it on because I don't want to be handheld. It makes no point. then again, it is Bandai's fault because they don't really have any more casual modes for these people. And so now we kind of have to look at Bandai, that Bandai doesn't want us to be good at this game, pretty much. Like, if we're good at the game, like, they're basically just going to say, all right, fuck it, we're just going to nerf you because you're being too good at the game, even though it's part of the game's mechanics. But yeah. I just want to give out a shout out to the people I showed in this video, especially my boy Below Sub-Zero. He was the first person that ever, I think, showed the fadeaway tech in this game, which, hey, I gotta appreciate you, my boy. Keep doing your thing. This isn't hate to anybody. This isn't hate to any casual players, which, like I said, I think casual players is the most biggest thing for a video game, which casual players are here to really boost the game's stats, like to help game get bigger, or like like Fortnite or any other game. It's just a thing where it is mostly the community, but it's also Bandai. I just don't understand what is the point of having mechanics in the game that people have practiced and showed us that are brand new, that that especially for combos, and you take them out for us to not be able to use them. And now everybody this is just basically a square simulator. You're just pressing square. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I just this is a full rant video to talk about it, on how important that these techs were in this game, and now that's gone, and now we don't know what the future of this game could be. Meaning that, yes, did they drop some good patches? I want to say this season that's coming up, they really did drop some really good patches, but they're just certain things that didn't need to get taken out. That's all I'm trying to say. So look, I hope y'all have a good day. Keep grinding, my niggas. For real, hit that gym too. For real, drink some water.